everyone, Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I'm doing my my month of May for the traveling journals. And so I got the beautiful journal here of I suppose she's pronounced it Jean. And so I want to try out a technique that I saw Shannon Green use, and it's to put some white on a stencil after. And so I figured I was gonna paint the page with sapphire, and then I was gonna spray and try to, this is not working too well. How do I do this? I don't want to lose my as if I do this, it's going to be way too small, the brush. So let's pour a bit in here, and then I'll pour it back out after. I don't want to waste too much, but I want to be able to actually paint. So, and I don't want the page to be too dark, because I want the spray that I'm going to be using on top to actually show. And I figured to use as a stencil, I would use again some of the beautiful architecture elements. And I've got no clue what else I'm going to put on top after. I also didn't tell you guys, I've gessoed with clear gesso the page prior to doing this, because I wanted to make sure that it was prep, and I didn't want whatever I was going to put on top to affect the page underneath. So I'm trying not to mess up other people's pages. Not always that easy. I love this blue, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So you can see that you can use those sprays as actual paints. You don't have to use them just as sprays. And a little goes a long way. Okay, so let me pour this back in there. Okay, actually managed to do it. And put the cap back on before I mess it up. Okay, so I'll put the blue here, and let's dry this. Take out what I want to use as a stencil. Shannon mentioned that it's nicer if there's not too many details on this. I was thinking of doing this one. I think it would still work. So this one is called Rosette, and it's part of the tall base of architecture. So let me just peel this off. I can actually peel it off properly, it would help. break it. Sturdy, but still. Okay, so let's put it like so. And I'm actually gonna put something here to hide the to hide this page, because I don't want it sprayed right away. Let me use one of my envelopes that needs to have some stuff on it. So I'm using pomegranate. It's a reddish color, so it's pretty strong, and I'm hoping it's gonna, I figured with this reddish thing with blue, it should turn into purple, and it should be nice. Okay, let's lift this up. Oh, I love it. But it did go a bit under, but it doesn't matter. It's still very pretty. It would be pretty just as is, but I really want to try out that technique, so hopefully I won't regret it. And let me put this on the other side, and let's do the same thing here. Okay, and just lift this and put it here. Yay! Now I've got something cool going on with this. I love that color. Isn't it gorgeous? So beautiful. Okay, of course my hands are a mess, but that's to be expected. So let's just do that. Isn't that cool? So, running out of proper place to put stuff. I think that no matter how big my space would be, I would still run out of space. But it would help if I had a bigger desk. So okay, so remove that. I'm going to store that away, and so I will pause right now, and I will be back when I'm finished doing the step that Shannon Green has suggested. Okay, so I'm back, and I really love how it turned out, and with the you can see how amazing it is with the black added to this. I tried putting white, but I really wanted to do with archival ink because I wasn't sure what I was going to put on top, so I really wanted it to stay put, and that's why I did with a black pit pen. Now, I went through the different things because I wasn't sure what I wanted to use on top of this. And in the end, I decided that it kind of looks like a wallpaper. So I would do like a library type of thing. and put some books and this beautiful frame. It's funny because my mom used to be an antique dealer, and we did have some frames like this, and I don't remember what happened to them because when they were too badly damaged, most people didn't want them. So the books here come from the set Gypsy Moments, and it's that page that I fussy cut. And the beautiful frame comes from this set, which is the new architecture paper line, and it's come on, it's gonna be the last one. Here it is. So on one side is that, on the other side is that. So I fussy cut it and use my X-Acto knife to actually cut it out. Now I'm thinking of using a sentiment here on one of these labels that I had gotten as part of the lost treasured items, and I want to grunge it up because I think it's too plain and it doesn't really fit with this. But I'm thinking I can use the Be Your Own Kind of Wonder Beautiful here, kinds of fit with her. So I'm thinking I'm going to put that first, and then I'm going to grunge it up, and then I'll put it in the journal. If I mess it up, these, by the way, I've had for like a long time, I think, and they're yeah, I've had them for a while, so I don't think you can find them. I love stamps, so I try to grab, when I find some that I like, I try to grab them. So I'm going to stamp first, because if I mess up, at least I can redo it. I don't want to stamp after I've grunged it up, and then it doesn't, the grunging up is lost. So yes, love it. Okay, so that is that, and let's use that on something like this so that we wash it, clean it, I should say. So this will go back there and be put away, and now I need to find a way to grunge it up. So I'm thinking maybe I can use some of my Tattered Angel sprays. One that I really love is my coffee shop, so that might be cool. So that really kind of grunges it up. I think now it's already better for this. Yes. Now I just need to edge it. So I'm thinking I'm going to use some of my Prima chalk, and I want it to kind of stand out. So maybe the dark rust, because I don't want to use the blue, because then it's not really gonna pop up, since the background is so blue. Yeah, I like that a lot. Now it's just a question of assembling. So this I kind of broke when I did this, but it doesn't matter. Once it's down, it's not going to move anyway, so it won't matter so much. Now I'm debating if it's a good thing I'm using that instead of glue, but I want to make sure that it doesn't move. and I'm not convinced with glue that it would not shift. But then maybe what I can do, because one of the things with Suquan tape is once you've put it down, you've really put it down. So if you mess up, you're kind of screwed. And here, since it's so fragile, I won't be able to lift it up. So I'm thinking maybe I should put some glue on top of that, and this way if I do mess up, I'll be able to lift it up. Lift it back up. So let's try that out. And it's going to glue all the other little bits and papers at the same time. No, I see I didn't put in enough here. You can still see how tacky it is. Okay, so let's lift this up. A bit of glue there. And let's just drop it in place. Put a bit of glue there. Get it to stick. And voila. So that part is done. So maybe I can just put that on top of this one. I'm having difficulty with this glue, which is weird because usually it's my favorite glue of all. But the one that I brought here in the garage seems to be weird, acting weird on me. Okay, so do that. Now I'm just going to trim the excess. I didn't want to trim it before just in case it didn't quite line up, and then I was gonna have this piece that would be missing, which would not have been cool. So okay, and then I just need that. And there it is. It was fairly simple, kind of long doing the stenciling, but I love how it turned out, and I sure hope that Jean likes it as well, because otherwise it'd be kind of bad. So I hope she likes it, and yeah, go and check out the products that I'll be putting down in the description box below, and they're a lot of fun to use in many different ways. So bye folks.